everybody, I'm Kimberly Edwards from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you how to cook rainbow Swiss chard. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's just a wide variety of color of Swiss chard in my garden, okay? And they called it rainbow variety. Now, the variety goes from red to pink, all the way through this light peach color and into this vibrant, bright yellow color. Let me show you how pretty these are. I am in love with these in my garden. Look how pretty they are. So they all grow together in bunches like this. Just growing all rainbow-like, like this. All mixed together, yellow and red and pink and orange. I'm not mad at them. Anyways, look at my gorgeous harvest of these I have. And I have green ones to show you next couple days too. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take them all out of here. We're gonna prepare these. Okay. Let me show you a nice long leaf. Now this is just one of the leaves, okay? One of the many leaves that you're gonna do this with. So see how the veining goes down the middle, and you're gonna see this red. The red has red, the yellows have yellow. The red actually carries a little further through, but look how bright and vibrant that is. I'm just really excited about it. Anyway, so we're gonna take this off and we're gonna cook it just like greens, like you would spinach or you would any other kind of green. Now Swiss chard cooks very quickly like a spinach. Collard greens take like an hour to cook. These are very fast, like 10-15 minutes, okay? Now, let's prelude this. Clean these bad boys in cold water in your strainer, all right? They grow in and around, right close to the ground, as you know, because you just harvested them, or you should know that. And so they can be gritty. Make sure you get all that nice dirt off of them. Next thing's next. We're going to take the stems off. Now, save these stems. You can use these for stocks of different kinds. You can check out my how to make chicken stock in a crock pot I just did. Like, I just finished it. You can check that out. You can put things like this in there. Or you can do a gorgeous type of pasta that I'm going to show you. I've been saving these. Now I'm going to save these in my freezer. I'm going to cut these off and I'm going to keep these gorgeous Swiss chard ribbons, I'm going to call them, right? And we're going to make Swiss chard ribbon pasta one night, and that's what you're going to eat. Instead of the pasta, well, with the pasta, you're going to have these nice, gorgeous, long strings of chard as well. Beautiful. So don't waste. If you can help it, don't waste, okay? So I'm going to put it right back into this colander just so that I can move it easier. And I'm going to slice them off right here near the tip, okay? Now repeat that on all of these. Now these stems would also be very, very tasty in like sauteed up with a garlic cream sauce of some kind. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Like I said, if you know that you can eat those parts, but you just don't know what to do with them, make sure you research online. Go to my site, look it up. I've probably done it and shown you guys how to do it. It's, I think it's a shame to waste the things that on these vegetables that we typically don't eat. And they're often very healthy for us, but we just don't seem to get it into our diet, and it can be really beneficial for us, right? Now, the reason I'm separating the stems from the leaves is that I want everything to cook around the same time, and the stems are going to take much longer than these leaves. The leaves are for dinner. Now, you may think this looks like a giant amount, but guess what? They're going to wilt down to nearly nothing. You're going to be really surprised that there's going to be hardly anything left, okay? Now, the next thing we do is we're going to rip the leaves off of these big stems. Now, if you have veining going through there that's really, really thick that you think might not cook, rip the leaf right off that stem until, you know, around where you think that the stem is okay. And that's what I'm going to end up with. Now I'm just going to break them into little pieces, bite-sized chunks per se, and they're all gonna go into my pot like that. So I'm gonna collect them all, and I'll finish that, and then I'll show you guys. Save these too. Now see, for instance, when you have these nice little leaves like this from the yellow, this is a very tiny vein. Just leave them in there, okay? Just break them up accordingly. Use your common sense. There's no real rhyme or reason. This one's a little bit bigger. I'm going to take some of that off and break it up, okay? All right. Now, if you wanted to, you can cook up this chard with some minced up garlic. You can use some caramelized onion in it. You can put some meat in it, some smoked pork or something like that, just like you would any other green. So the sky's the limit. I'm just not doing that tonight. I'm keeping it simple, nice and fresh, right from my garden. I don't want to doctor it up or dress it up or disguise it up. I want to know exactly what this fresh, the most fresh Swiss chard I'm probably ever going to eat came right out of my garden, like just a little while ago, okay? So I just want to taste that. That's the beauty of summer. Now, if any parts of the leaf doesn't look nice, take those off. Just discard them. No big deal. It happens. That's what happens. Now, behind me on my stovetop, I have a large sauce pot. Guesstimate of what you think those greens are going to fit in there, okay? They won't stay this size for long, this volume for long. They're going to quickly shrivel, okay? So don't worry. As long as they fit in that pot initially, you're good to go. Now, to the large pot I have on my stove that I'm going to do this in, I'm going to add about 1 inch of chicken stock. This is homemade chicken stock. I just made it. Make sure you check out that recipe, how to cook chicken stock in a crock pot. Now, I'm done breaking all these up. I have a giant colander full. Don't worry, it won't stay that large for long. And I have a whole bunch of these gorgeous Swiss chard ribs for my special dishes I want to show you later. Look at that. So they're all going to be frozen as well. So bye-bye. This gets to go. Next, into my pot that I have heating, which I will heat up a little bit more before I put my chard. I want that just boiling. It won't take long because there's only about an inch, right? I'm going to add a little bit of salt, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add about 1 teaspoon of butter, pat of butter. Now, you likely will need more later when you're reseasoning and you're serving, but that's how I'm going to get it started. Okay? This has come up to a nice boil. It's nearly come up to a boil, I should say. I thought I heard it. It's nearly come up to a boil. I'll be right back when it does. Okay, now, if you like, you can squirt some lemon juice in there just to keep everything nice and bright, fresh, and crisp. Or you can put some red wine or even white wine. Tonight, I'm keeping it simple with that chicken broth and the butter. Okay, we're gonna throw it in. That chicken broth is going. It's sizzling, it's simmering, it's boiling. So into there goes all my leaves. And it's just as quickly wilting down. Grab yourself a spoon and stir them around. Now, as you can see, I had a whole pot's worth, and now it's already halfway down. And it'll be down about 1/4 of the way, like right now. So that's just how quickly it happens, okay? This is gonna take me about 10 or 15 minutes. That's how low it's already gotten. Now, the whole big pot full, right, is gone. So this is gonna go for about 10 minutes on a low simmer. I'll turn that down on medium-low-ish. As long as it's simmering, you're good to go. If it's not simmering, turn it back up, okay, a little bit. So we're gonna let this go 10 minutes, put your timer on. Okay, our Swiss chard is done. We have just the right amount of liquid left in it. Just about a tablespoon or a little bit more. That's it, you can't even see it. My chard has come all the way down to this much. That's about it. This is gonna serve 3 of us tonight, and that's it. And just a little bit too. So if you want a whole lot for a whole lot of people, you're gonna need to add a lot more of that to your great big pot, right? So let's just take it out of the rest of the remaining liquid. The liquid is just going to flavor it a bit. There you go. Now let's try a little bit of it for you guys, okay? We need to reseason it. I don't know what it's gonna taste like yet. Get a little bit on my plate. Now this is how I like to serve it, with just a little bit of that liquid left in it. Keeps everyone happy, right? Gorgeous. Very healthy for you. Get a nice bite. This is gonna be like a lava inferno. It's super hot. And it still has even the red ones have retained their color, even though they're cooked. Check it out. I'm sorry I'm touching my food, but I wanna show you. Look at that red color still in the veining. Gorgeous, right? I don't need to do anything to that. Since I put that chicken stock in and it was so flavorful and it was already balanced and seasoned, I was good to go. I also add some salt to that water, don't forget, and the butter. And that's it, that's all, right? Let me get this. That is so tasty. I can't wait to eat the green kind. I'm gonna show you guys how to cook that too. That's delicious. It was fast, it was easy. You can grow it in your garden, you can do it too. But I do know for a fact that they have it at the grocery store because I did a couple shows on it for you and I see them regularly. I see red ones and I usually see green ones. I don't often see the yellow or any other color, but I do see the red and the green quite often in my grocers anyway. Anyhow, that's how you make rainbow Swiss chard. That's how you cook it. There it is, that's all. I'm going to serve it along some chicken and some rice and some, I did purple pole beans. Make sure you check out how to cook purple pole beans. They're fantastic. Anyhow, that's it. That's all. I hope you check me out on Twitter at Cooking with Kim, E with a capital E. I hope you like the fan pages, facebook.com/Cooking with Kimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/Cooking with Kimberly and youtube.com/Cooking with Kimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. That's it. That's all. Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.